Hey Mobsters, what's up? Good to have you back. We're going through something very basic today. We'll make it nice and quick and easy for you. It's a back squat, but it's something that is worth talking about here. We see a lot of people running into a little bit of a problem with kind of pancaking. Now pancaking means when they're going down, they're getting into this position, they really just kind of start pulling one of these where they're almost going into their deadlift position. Now, you know, some people will say, well, that just kind of looks like a little bit more of a low bar back squat. Well, it can be. So know the difference between a low bar back squat and a high bar back squat. And if your high bar looks like that, you got some issues. You need some mobilization through both the ankles and the hip. We're going to hit one today as far as showing the mobilization, then its filtration into the movement, which is always the most important thing. There's no point in mobilizing unless you're connecting those mobilizations to your movement patterns that you do repetitively in the gym. That way you can stack things up and get better and better and better and healthier, and you experience longevity and a lot of results. So we're going to look at the back squat that kind of fails in that pattern. I'm going to grab, a little bit more of a high bar grip. But as I'm going down here, things are going good, and then I start to just collapse into this position when I should be fighting to stay open through the hips in this position. So it's kind of this failure here versus getting into a little bit better upright torso position there. So the solution to this a little bit is going to be to kind of go back to the wall. You're going to be about 4, 5, 6 inches away from the wall. It really depends on how much ankle range of motion you have. If you're a little bit more restricted, you start a little farther away from the wall. As you get better, you get a little bit closer. But you're trying to keep your heels down. If your heels are coming way up at the beginning, you're way too close. If they inch up or millimeter up very slightly, no big deal. Kind of embrace the grind, but find a happy position where you're really opening up through the hips. You might be finding something through the ankles, but you're staying pretty realistic to what we want to transition here. What we're going to do, grab our toes. On the inside, you kind of pick up on them. I'm going to send my hips to the ceiling. Right now I'm getting a good hamstring stretch. If I tilt forward a little bit more, I'll get a little bit of a calf stretch. From here, I'm going to set my back, and I'm just going to start to bring it down. What I'm trying to do is drive my knees out to create space as I drop down into this opened up position with my chest that I can filter into an overhead squat or a front squat or a high bar back squat. Now the thing that I really want to think about is, can I come away from the wall? I have the wall here to kind of support me, to kind of make sure I'm not falling over, because if you do this out in open space, you'll spend more time falling over than actually mobilizing. So the wall isn't here to prop me up. It's here to kind of give me just a little bit of a boost so I can get used to, getting into a very ideal position, but I don't have to reposition the whole time. It's not so much of a struggle. I can kind of relax into that position. Hang out here, I can pivot right back up, maybe inch a little bit closer to the wall, reset, try and keep my heels flat. Now this is a big time grind for me here, trying to keep into good position. Just barely made it, but whoa, am I getting a huge opening effect through my knees, not through my knees, but through my hips. Grind through my ankles. I'm pulling up on my toes, so my arch is getting in a little bit as well. Here I'm going to come away from the wall, drive up like I would with my squat. Very simple drill that you can do anywhere that helps open up the bottom position of your squat so that it can be more easily transitioned to your front squat, your overhead squat, as well as your clean and your snatch. Good luck.